Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the inimitable Grace Kelly, a woman whose captivating on-screen presence and fairy tale-like life story have endured long after her untimely passing. With her icy blue eyes, raven-haired beauty, and effortless elegance, Kelly captivated audiences in the 1950s with her unique blend of sophistication and vulnerability. But before she became the Princess of Monaco, or a revered Oscar-winning actress, Kelly was just a young girl from Philadelphia, navigating the complexities of family, identity, and ambition. Born on November 12, 1929, in the affluent East Falls neighborhood of Philadelphia, Grace Patricia Kelly was the third of four children to John Brendan Kelly Sr. and Margaret Catherine Major. Her father, a self-made man and successful bricklayer turned businessman, had built a thriving construction company, Kelly for Brickwork, which would eventually become one of the largest employers in the city. This entrepreneurial spirit and strong work ethic would later influence Kelly's own approach to her career, as she navigated the cutthroat world of Hollywood with determination and poise. The Kelly family's home, a stunning colonial-style mansion on Henry Avenue, was a testament to John Kelly Sr.'s success. With its beautifully manicured lawns, elegant foyer, and expansive porch, the house exuded a sense of warmth and hospitality that reflected the family's values. It was here that Grace spent her childhood, surrounded by the love and support of her parents and siblings, and where she developed a strong sense of family loyalty and tradition. Kelly's childhood was marked by a strict Catholic upbringing, with her parents emphasizing the importance of discipline, hard work, and family values. Her mother, Margaret, a former model and athletic coach, encouraged her children to pursue their passions, whether in sports or the arts. This nurturing environment allowed Kelly to explore her creative side from an early age, taking dance lessons at the prestigious Philadelphia Conservatory of Music and participating in local theater productions. She would often perform in front of her family, showcasing her talents and developing a sense of confidence that would serve her well in her future career. One of Kelly's fondest childhood memories was performing in a production of The Nutcracker at the Philadelphia Conservatory of Music. She was just 8 years old at the time, but she recalled the thrill of being on stage, surrounded by the beauty and magic of the ballet. Her parents were in attendance, beaming with pride as they watched their daughter shine in her debut performance. This moment marked the beginning of Kelly's lifelong passion for the performing arts, and it was a memory that she would cherish forever. Growing up in the Kelly household was a lively and dynamic experience, with each sibling developing their unique personality and talent. Grace's older sister, Margaret, was a talented athlete, excelling in sports such as tennis and swimming. Her younger brother, John Jr., would go on to become a city councilman, following in his father's footsteps in the world of politics. The Kelly children were encouraged to be competitive, but also supportive of one another, fostering a sense of camaraderie that would remain a hallmark of their relationships throughout their lives. As a young girl, Kelly attended Ravenhill Academy, a Catholic boarding school in Philadelphia, where she excelled academically and developed a passion for the arts. Her parents, though traditional in their values, recognized the importance of education and encouraged their children to pursue higher learning. This commitment to academic excellence would later serve Kelly well, as she navigated the complexities of her career and personal life with intelligence and poise. The Philadelphia of Kelly's childhood was a city in flux, with the Great Depression and World War II leaving an indelible mark on the community. Despite these challenges, the Kelly family remained steadfast, their strong Catholic faith and close-knit relationships helping to weather the economic and social storms. This sense of resilience and determination would become a defining characteristic of Kelly's own life, as she faced numerous challenges and setbacks in her pursuit of stardom. As Kelly entered her teenage years, she began to develop a keen interest in the performing arts, attending concerts, plays, and films whenever possible. She was particularly drawn to the works of Katharine Hepburn, Ingrid Bergman, and other iconic actresses of the time, studying their performances and learning from their craft. Her parents, though initially hesitant about her career aspirations, eventually came to support her dreams, recognizing the passion and dedication she brought to her craft. One summer, Kelly attended a summer stock theater program in the Pocono Mountains, where she honed her acting skills and gained valuable experience performing in front of live audiences. It was here that she met her first mentor, a veteran actress who took Kelly under her wing and taught her the ins and outs of the industry. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of Kelly's journey towards stardom, as she started to explore the possibilities of a life in the entertainment industry, one that would ultimately take her from the streets of Philadelphia to the palaces of Monaco. As Kelly's passion for acting continued to grow, she found herself increasingly drawn to the bright lights and bustling energy of New York City. It was here that she would enroll in the prestigious American Academy of Dramatic Arts, an institution renowned for its rigorous training programs and esteemed faculty. The Academy's historic building, with its ornate facade and grand auditorium, seemed to whisper tales of theatrical legend, inspiring Kelly to hone her craft alongside other aspiring actors who shared her dreams and dedication. Her time at the Academy was marked by intense focus and unwavering commitment, as she threw herself into her studies with a fervor that bordered on obsession. Long hours of rehearsal, painstaking analysis of scripts, and rigorous critique from instructors all contributed to Kelly's rapid growth as an actress. She began to develop a keen sense of her own unique style and approach to acting, one that blended vulnerability and strength, nuance and expressiveness. The Academy's emphasis on classical training and technical mastery provided Kelly with a solid foundation upon which she could build her craft, and she eagerly devoured the wisdom imparted by her instructors, who had themselves worked with some of the most iconic figures in the industry. In 1949, Kelly made her Broadway debut in a production of The Father, a play by August Strindberg that explored the complexities of family dynamics and the human condition. Although the role was small, it marked an important milestone in her career, as she began to gain recognition and attention from critics and audiences alike. Her performance was notable for its subtlety and sensitivity, as she brought a sense of quiet introspection to the character, imbuing even the smallest moments with a depth and richness that belied her relative inexperience. The play's director, a seasoned veteran of the stage, took notice of Kelly's talent and dedication, offering her valuable guidance and encouragement as she navigated the challenges of her first major production. As Kelly's star began to rise, she found herself drawn into a vibrant social circle, surrounded by fellow actors, writers, and artists who shared her passion for creative expression. The coffee shops and jazz clubs of Greenwich Village became her haunt, where she would engage in lively debates about theater, politics, and philosophy with like-minded individuals who challenged her to think critically and explore the boundaries of her art. It was here that she met some of the most influential figures of her time, including Tennessee Williams and Arthur Miller, whose complex, emotionally charged characters seemed to resonate deeply with Kelly's own experiences and sensibilities. The next few years saw Kelly appear in a string of successful Broadway productions, each one showcasing her remarkable range and versatility as an actress. In The Cocktail Party, she played the role of Celia, a witty and sophisticated socialite struggling to come to terms with her own identity and purpose. Her performance was praised by critics for its nuance and wit, as she brought a sense of humor and lightness to the character that belied the play's darker themes. In The Crucible, she took on the role of Abigail Williams, a complex and multifaceted figure driven by a mix of motivations that Kelly skillfully teased out through her performance. In 1951, Kelly's career took a major leap forward when she was cast in the film High Noon, directed by Fred Zinnemann. The movie, which starred Gary Cooper as a brave marshal facing down a gang of outlaws, was a critical and commercial success, and Kelly's performance as Amy Kane, the marshal's wife, earned her widespread acclaim. Her portrayal of the character was notable for its subtlety and depth, as she brought a sense of quiet strength and determination to the role, imbuing even the smallest moments with a sense of authenticity and emotional truth. The success of High Noon led to a string of high-profile film roles for Kelly, including Mogambo, Dial M for Murder, and Rear Window. Her collaborations with directors like Alfred Hitchcock and John Ford were particularly notable, as she brought a sense of elegance and sophistication to their films. In Rear Window, for example, she played the role of Lisa Fremont, a fashionable and glamorous socialite who becomes embroiled in a mystery involving a possible murder. Her performance was marked by its wit and charm, as she brought a sense of humor and lightness to the film, even as she navigated the darker themes and suspenseful plot twists that were hallmarks of Hitchcock's style. As Kelly worked with Hitchcock on Rear Window, she was struck by the director's meticulous attention to detail and his ability to coax remarkable performances from his actors. She recalled the way he would carefully block each scene, considering every angle and gesture, and the way he would encourage her to experiment and try new things, even when the script seemed set in stone. This collaborative approach to filmmaking inspired Kelly to push herself creatively, to explore the boundaries of her craft, and to trust her instincts as an actress. The experience of working with Hitchcock had a profound impact on Kelly's development as an artist, as she began to see the possibilities of film as a medium for storytelling and creative expression. She started to experiment with different techniques and approaches, blending her classical training with a more modern, intuitive sense of acting that emphasized spontaneity and emotional authenticity. This newfound freedom and confidence would serve her well in the years to come, as she navigated the challenges of Hollywood and established herself as one of the most beloved and admired actresses of her generation. As Kelly's star continued to rise, she found herself at the center of a vibrant social circle that included some of the most fascinating and creative people of her time. She attended glamorous parties and premieres where she would mingle with stars like Marlon Brando and Elizabeth Taylor and engage in lively debates about politics and art with intellectuals like Truman Capote and Gore Vidal. Through it all, Kelly remained committed to her craft, always seeking out new challenges and opportunities for growth, even as she navigated the complexities of fame and the pressures of Hollywood. As Grace Kelly's career continued to soar, she began to feel the suffocating pressures of fame and the constraints of Hollywood's studio system, which seemed to stifle her creativity and dictate every move she made. The constant scrutiny of the paparazzi, the endless parade of premieres and parties, and the relentless demands of her producers all took their toll on her mental and physical health. Despite her success, she longed for more creative control, a sense of normalcy in her personal life, and the freedom to make choices that weren't dictated by the whims of the studio executives. It was against this backdrop of frustration and disillusionment that Kelly met Prince Rainier III of Monaco at a photo shoot in 1955. The prince, with his charming smile and debonair demeanor, swept Kelly off her feet, and the two began a romantic relationship that would change the course of her life forever. As they spent more time together, Kelly found herself drawn to the prince's sense of duty, his commitment to his people, and his passion for philanthropy. She was also captivated by the beauty and tranquility of Monaco, which seemed like a tranquil oasis compared to the chaos of Hollywood. Their wedding in 1956 was a fairy tale come true, with Kelly looking stunning in her elegant lace gown, and the prince beaming with pride as he exchanged vows with his beloved. As Princess of Monaco, Kelly threw herself into her royal duties with the same dedication and enthusiasm she had once reserved for her acting career. She used her fame and charisma to promote the interests of Monaco, supporting local businesses, attending cultural events, and hosting lavish galas that showcased the principality's beauty and sophistication. But Kelly's new role wasn't just about pomp and circumstance. It was also about substance and service. She became a devoted mother to her 3 children, Caroline, Albert, and Stephanie, and poured her heart and soul into raising them to be compassionate, intelligent, and responsible individuals. She also threw herself into charitable work, using her platform to raise awareness and support for causes close to her heart, such as the World Health Organization and the American Cancer Society. Though she never fully abandoned her love of acting, Kelly did make a few rare appearances on screen, including a 1977 documentary about her life as princess. In this intimate and revealing film, Kelly opened up about her experiences as a royal, sharing stories about her children, her marriage, and her philanthropic work. She also spoke candidly about the challenges she faced as a woman in a patriarchal society, where tradition and protocol often seemed to stifle innovation and progress. As Kelly looked back on her life, she reflected on the choices she had made, saying, "I didn't just retire from acting, I retired from a way of life." She realized that her decision to leave Hollywood behind had been both liberating and terrifying, allowing her to discover new passions and pursue new interests, while also leaving behind the only career she had ever known. This sense of vulnerability and self-doubt was something Kelly rarely spoke about publicly, but it was a theme that ran deep throughout her life as she navigated the complexities of fame, family, and identity. Tragically, Kelly's life was cut short in a car accident on September 14, 1982, at the age of 52. The news sent shockwaves around the world, with fans and friends alike mourning the loss of a true Hollywood legend. The outpouring of grief was a testament to Kelly's enduring legacy, which continued to inspire and captivate audiences long after her passing. In the years since her death, Kelly's influence has only grown, as new generations have discovered her films and been inspired by her elegance, talent, and dedication to her craft. Actresses like Michelle Pfeiffer and Natalie Portman have cited Kelly as a role model, praising her unique blend of sophistication and vulnerability on screen. As a princess, Kelly remains an iconic figure, a symbol of elegance and refinement who used her platform to make a positive impact on the world. As Kelly herself once said, "The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and let it come in." These words, spoken with characteristic humility and wisdom, capture the essence of Kelly's spirit, a spirit that continues to inspire and uplift us to this day. Her story is a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and a commitment to making a positive difference in the world. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.